What if just 3 minutes of slow breathing, used daily by Japan's oldest doctor, could help quiet the pounding in your chest and help you sleep like you did in your 40s? Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara lived past 105 and practiced medicine well into his hundreds. His secret wasn't pills, it wasn't meditation, it was breath, a simple ritual he did before bed to steady his heartbeat and ease his body into deep healing rest. Today, I'll show you how to do it, and the science behind why it works. After 60, your heart can start to feel louder. It skips, it races, and even when you're lying still, it just won't settle down. But what if the real issue isn't your heart at all? It's your nervous system? Dr. Hinohara believed longevity wasn't about complicated treatments. It was about simplicity and rhythm. In this video, we'll walk through the exact 3-minute technique he taught his patients to calm the body, reset the heart, and restore deep sleep. It begins with breath, but it reaches much deeper than that. 1. The master nerve. Your heart depends on, have you ever noticed that your heart seems louder at night? Not just faster, but almost like it's plugged into a faulty speaker? There's a reason. After 60, a vital nerve that controls your heart begins to fade, quietly, like an old phone line gathering static. It's called the vagus nerve, your body's built-in peacekeeper. This nerve runs from your brain down to your heart and gut, helping regulate heartbeat, breathing, digestion, even immune function. But as we age, vagus tone drops by as much as 40 to 60%, and that's when the trouble starts. Your heart gets more erratic, your breath shallower, and your sleep lighter, or gone altogether. Now, here's where it gets hopeful. A 2021 study published in Nature Scientific Reports found that just a few minutes of slow diaphragmatic breathing can boost vagal tone in older adults by up to 30%, even more than in younger participants. That's like upgrading a frayed electrical wire, without surgery, without medication. The method is simple and comes directly from Dr. Hinohara's evening routine. It's called the 4-7-8 breath. Inhale through your nose for 4 counts, like you're slowly smelling a flower. Hold for 7 counts, letting that calm settle. Exhale gently through your mouth for 8 counts, like blowing out a candle. Do this for just 3 minutes, seated or lying down, right before bed. You may notice something subtle shift. A softening in your chest, a weight leaving your shoulders, your body remembering what calm feels like. Walter, 72, tried this after struggling with nightly heart flutters. By the 4th night, he wasn't just falling asleep faster, he wasn't waking up at 2 a.m. anymore. In 2. How cortisol hijacks your rest. After 60. You might think it's anxiety, or maybe just aging. But if your heart starts racing the moment your head hits the pillow, there's likely one silent culprit behind it: cortisol. Cortisol is your body's natural stress hormone, helpful in the right dose. But after 60, many seniors produce up to 50% more of it at night. And instead of winding down, your body stays wired. It's like having a motion-activated floodlight stuck on in your nervous system, even in total darkness. Dr. Hinohara believed that sleep wasn't just about rest. It was about rhythm, and cortisol disrupts that rhythm like a drummer playing offbeat. But there's good news. A 2019 study in the International Journal of Health Sciences showed that seniors who practiced the 4-7-8 breathing technique experienced up to a 25% drop in cortisol within a few weeks. No pills, no prescriptions, just 3 minutes of breath before bed. And your body naturally begins to settle. Walter's wife, Diane, told me something beautiful. I used to hear him pacing at 2 a.m. every single night. Now, it's quiet. He actually sleeps. That's what happens when your nervous system finally gets the memo. It's safe to rest. To try it tonight, just do 1 round of the 4-7-8 breath. Inhale, hold, exhale, repeat 3 more times. Then pause. Can you feel that space, that stillness? That's your body exiting alert mode and re-entering the calm it's been waiting for. Have you ever felt your body resisting rest, even when you were exhausted? Type "Yes" or "I know that feeling" in the comments. Your story might help someone else sleep tonight. 3. Boosting your inner calm chemical, GABA. Sometimes, you're not wired from the world outside, you're wired from within. That jittery, restless feeling, the tightness in your chest, the "I can't sit still, but I'm too tired to move" kind of feeling. It often comes down to one powerful brain chemical, GABA, short for gamma-aminobutyric acid. GABA is your body's natural calm chemical. It's the brake pedal in your nervous system, gently slowing your thoughts, your heartbeat, your breath. But here's the part most people don't realize. After 60, your GABA levels can drop by 20 to 40%, and that leaves your system unprotected, like a car with no brakes. You feel jumpy, you can't wind down, and sleep, it stays just out of reach. But in 2019, researchers found something remarkable. In a study published in the International Journal of Health Sciences, seniors who practiced the 4-7-8 breathing pattern saw a 20 to 40% boost in GABA levels, almost immediately after breathing sessions. How? Simple. Slow, deep breathing tells your brain, the threat is gone. You're safe now. It flips a chemical switch, from alert to ease. Walter started using this midday. He called it his reset moment. Just 3 rounds of breathing, 60 seconds, tops. And suddenly, his shoulders dropped. His breath slowed. He could finish his crossword without that restless hum buzzing in his chest. You can try the same thing, right now, if you'd like. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, then let go. As slow as you can. That quiet, that pause. That's GABA waking up again. 4. Myth versus fact. Is breathwork just woo? Let's be honest. When you first hear someone say, "Just breathe and you'll feel better," it can sound a little fluffy, even dismissive. And if you've dealt with heart palpitation, anxiety, or insomnia after 60, you know it's more complicated than that. But here's what most people don't realize. Breathing changes your biology, not just your mood. In 2023, a systematic review of 15 randomized trials, published in PMAC, found that slow breathing practices reduced systolic blood pressure by 7.06 millimeters of mercury and diastolic by 3.43 millimeters of mercury. That's on par with the effect of some prescription medications. And it happened across hundreds of older adults. No supplements, no special equipment, just the breath, used deliberately, like a tool. Dr. Hinohara didn't teach breathwork as a philosophy. He taught it as medicine. To him, it was no different than food or movement, a daily ritual, practiced slowly, with intention, like brushing your teeth. So if you've ever dismissed breathwork as just a mindfulness fad, let this be your reframe, because here's the real test. Try this tonight, for 7 days, just 3 minutes before bed. Breathe in for 4, hold for 7, exhale for 8, then write down your resting heart rate the next morning. Walter did that, and by day 5, his nighttime pulse dropped 6 points. Sometimes data doesn't just live in studies, it lives in your body. You just have to give it space to speak. 5. Reactivating your calm system. Parasympathetic healing. There's a reason it feels so hard to relax after 60. Even when you're doing all the right things, you're eating lighter, you're moving more, but your body still won't let go. The reason? Your parasympathetic nervous system, the part responsible for deep rest and healing, begins to shut down as we age. By your late 60s, it can weaken by as much as 60%, especially during sleep. It's like your body's calm button no longer responds when you press it. Dr. Hinohara understood this deeply. He believed the breath wasn't just for stress. It was a way to restore rhythm to the organs themselves. In a 2003 study published in the Journal of Sleep Research, researchers found that slow breathing before bed reactivated parasympathetic tone in seniors, improving both sleep quality and heart rate variability. And the practice was simple. Sit down, close your eyes, place one hand on your chest and one on your belly, then begin the 4-7-8 pattern. Each exhale sends a signal. You're safe, you're home, it's time to heal. This is where the breath becomes more than a tool. It becomes a messenger. Walter once told me, I thought my body had forgotten how to relax, but now it remembers. That's the gift of reactivating your parasympathetic system, not just better sleep, not just lower blood pressure, but the quiet return of something deeper, a felt sense of safety inside your own skin. Sometimes healing doesn't come from doing more. It comes from remembering less. Less noise, less urgency, less fighting your own body. Dr. Hinohara didn't live past 100 because he chased health. He moved with it, breathed with it. He taught us that longevity isn't about control, it's about rhythm. So, if your heart has felt louder lately, or your sleep has felt more distant, maybe, just maybe, the most important medicine is already in you, just one breath away. You don't need to fix yourself. You just need to come back to yourself. Have you ever felt your breath bring you back into the moment? If so, what changed? Share your moment in the comments. It might become someone else's medicine tonight. If this brought you peace, breath, or even just a little quiet, you're in the right place. Subscribe for more calm, science-backed ways to age with grace. We'll be here whenever you need to return.